Good day, everyone. I hope that this greeting finds you happy and healthy, unlike our good friend, Mistopher Christopher M. Clark, who's been a bit under the weather this week. So you're getting me, like it or not, all by myself today. Going to kind of do a brief little update for you. Again, as I said, Chris has been not up to par this week. Had some kind of a bug of some sort. I guess he's doing better. As I'm talking to you today, it's Saturday, the 27th of June, and he's very happy to be doing better because he's going to see Rush in Fort Worth on Tuesday night. So that's very important. We'll just dive into the news bits that I have here. Okay, first of all, some mythologic stuff for you to know about. Over at progrock.com, the show Prog Rock for Requesters, number 289, Mr. Chuck Simons, our good friend Chuck Simons over there at progrock.com, started off his show this last week with Scar's Lament from Surrounded by Ghosts. That would be the show from June the 17th, like I said earlier, well, the week before, actually. And the show before that, he also featured a Mythologic track. So wander over to progrock.com. The show is Prog Rock for Requesters. The show is number 289. And I believe it's the show before that, number 288, featuring Chuck Simons, good friend of ours, great supporter of prog in general. Also today, as we speak, I'm talking to you at about 12:40 on Saturday, June the 27th. You can go right now, if you were seeing this right now, you could go over to House of Prog and hear my interview with Steve Bonino on his Influences show. And I'm real happy with the way that came out. It's it was a very nice chat. Steve is a very good interviewer. He asked wonderful questions. Let me jabber away as I want to do and talk all about the memory of After. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Steve's a great guy. So wander over to House of Prog Radio. If for some reason you missed the podcast, send me a private message and I will send you the MP3, or I am going to figure out a way to actually post it. Steve was kind enough to send me the MP3 of the entire broadcast. So I'm going to figure out some place to post that. Also, we got a bunch of little news items this week. Let's see here. Let's start with Steve Hackett and Steve Rothery share the first single, The Black Sea, from their forthcoming album, The Roaring Waves. That's going to be very cool. Keep that in mind. Neil Morse announced a new acoustic singer-songwriter album, which is called Darkness and Light. That is going to be released Friday, July the 17th. Very exciting. All of us here at Mythologic, we love us some Neil Morse and all his various permutations and groups that he's involved with. So be on the lookout for that. The Pineapple Thief announced their new single, Hold the Ashes. That was announced a few days ago. Pleased to announce their new single, Hold the Ashes, the first release with Inside Out Music. Big deal for them and a big deal for us because you'll get to see them out there more in more places. Band recently wrapped work on their as yet announced new studio album and are about to perform some select live dates in the UK and Europe this summer. They were actually here in my local area last fall, only 8 miles from my house, and somehow I never heard about it until it was too late, and that's a bummer. North Sea Echoes, featuring Ray Alder and Jim Matheos from Fate's Warning, announced a new album, How to Cast a Shadow. I'm on anything that Ray Alder sings. Ray, if you're watching this, I'm a huge fan. You're one of my favorite singers. I absolutely enjoy me some Ray Alder. He is just, everything he does is magical as far as I'm concerned. And when him and Jim get together, it's usually magical. So we'll see. That's all of the news bits I've got there. Let's see. We already chatted with you all about what's coming up with Myth of Logic. I'll just kind of rehash that a little bit, I suppose, for those of you who didn't know. Chris and I are hard at work on the next Myth of Logic album, which will be called A Misplaced Manifesto. The writing is complete. It's just sort of moving along as the process does. I did have a meeting with the indomitable Mr. Jerry Outlaw, he of lead guitar fame from the last album. He played on a song called Mercy Paradox. And Jerry is going to reappear on this forthcoming album, which we've got a tentative release date of June the 21st of 2027. So around about a year from now. The songs are in the can. We're at the stage now where Chris is starting to craft his drum parts. Once the drum parts are completed and all crafted and ready to go, then the other parts, guitars, basses, violin, Chris Barbosa is returning. Also, David Pate will be returning for a little more tenor sax madness on one track. And those things will all come after Chris does his magic with the drum parts. So, but that's, you guys knew all that. If you know our channel, you kind of saw that last time. So, yeah, that's basically today I wanted to update you on what's going on. Chris is doing much better and will be returning soon. We were unable to do our show with Mr. Alan Douches last week about Dolby Atmos. We will be doing that this coming week at some point. So probably the next episode you see of Long Tracks and Tall Tales, you will see that episode with myself and Mistopher Christopher and Alan as we chat with him about Dolby Atmos, what it is, why it is, and why is it that you should have it. And Alan will have all those answers for you, as well as, the usual silliness and news bits and whatever else we can think of. Also, we're not just going to be doing things about music on this channel. We're going to be doing other stuff. We have an episode planned that you will probably see sooner rather than later, in which Chris and I are going to talk about books that we've read recently that are exciting for us and we want to share with you. He and I are both avid readers. I have an entire pile that I've been through since Christmas time. I usually get a lot of books at Christmas, and I read a lot of good stuff this year. I have one perennial favorite that I've read twice already, and that's a book that we'll be talking about in that episode, which will be coming very soon. The episode with Alan is going to be what we call one of our teaching moment episodes that we have planned, where someone, either myself or Chris, will be attempting to teach you all, as well as someone else on the show, about some subject. So we're going to do the show with Alan. We have a show planned with Scott Lade from the Prog Corner, the great Scott Lade. Great Scott. Scott is going to come on the show, and he's going to talk to us about Tales from Topographic Oceans, which is going to be a great episode. You'll have to tune in for that. Whether you love it, like Scott, or not so much, like me, we're planning on that episode being very informative, and hopefully will bring those who don't care for the album a little closer to, at the very least, understanding why those who love it so much. So that's all the stuff we got coming up. There are other things I can't really talk about yet. I suppose I can tell you about the Tangent episode we got on the back burner with the Andy Tillison stopping by to educate one and all about the Tangent. They have a brand new album coming out. Chris has heard it, and apparently it's astonishingly good, which does not surprise me at all. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to cover today in just a short little period of time, hopefully, so as not to take up too much of your time, but sort of give us a placeholder to the next episode when Chris will actually be returning to take up his duties on the show. Today's shirt, which I should show off, comes courtesy of $6 t-shirts. I'm a big Willy Wonka nut, and I've got several of their Willy Wonka t-shirts. So go over there and check them out as well. Also, I would be remiss in not mentioning Chris, his Facebook page. He does an album of the day. He does it every day. He did it every day, even when he was sick. And he's always got great stuff to recommend, stuff that you've probably have never heard of. So go look at his page. It's Christopher M. Clark. He is on Facebook. Also, all the Myth of Logic stuff is going to be found everywhere you can stream and download and whatever you do legally and or illegally, except Spotify, because, yeah. I've gone into that in great detail in other places. You will not find Myth of Logic on Spotify. You will never find Myth of Logic on Spotify. And I think I've beaten that horse to death already, so we're just going to move on. But you can find Myth of Logic music over at Bandwagon USA, our friends Sven and Rita at the Bandwagon USA. They have the entire catalog available for you to be shipped out fast and reasonably priced, and great service and great people. Also over at Laser CD, our good friend Ken Golden, he carries the 2 latest albums. He has The Memory of After, and it can be purchased from him, and they've got it in stock and ship it out right away. They also have Light at the End, which was the 3rd chapter in the trilogy, the Here and There trilogy. He has those 2 albums, and they're in stock, and he can ship those to you along with, while you're there, have a look around, because Ken's just got the stuff that's available at Laser CD will just blow your mind. Stuff, he sometimes has things that I didn't even know existed. I kind of make a couple of times a week, I'll make a stop over there and just look around and see what's new. And there's always something. So, anyway, and then if you want autographed CDs, the place to get those is from us at Bandwagon, Myth of Logic at Bandwagon. And, also you can get the high quality, full bandwidth downloads there. Stuff you can't get anywhere else, you can get there. So, that's all I got to say for today. I think 12 minutes is far long enough of me flapping my yapper all by myself. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say for today. Quick update, and there's more coming, so stay tuned. And as always, until we're together again, friends, be good to one another.